إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله في قوله سبحانه وتعالى فمن عفا وأصلح فأجره على الله إنه لا يحب الظالمين وفي قوله سبحانه وتعالى ولمن صبر وغفر إن ذلك لمن عزم الأمور. Two ayat we recited referring to aggression against you and how you deal with it. Allah Subhanah wa Ta'ala told us in the beginning وَلَمَنْ انتصر بعد ظلمه فأولئك ما عليهم من سبيل وقال وجزاء سيئة سيئة مثلها. Someone attacks you, how to deal with it. That's the topic inshallah. المؤمن يبني ولا يهدم. Believer build, not destroy. المؤمن يصلح ولا يفسد. The believer fixes things and mends things, doesn't ruin things. المؤمن يبني آخرته. هذا تركيز المؤمن. المؤمن focuses on the hereafter. I want to build myself a house in Jannah. I want to build a house here, but my focus is in Jannah. I work for that, this will come. It's written. Can't do anything about it. I mean, you work for it, but you're going to get it. So something guaranteed for you to get it. Why you waste your time on it and you forget the main objective that you're created for? Intelligence and faith. If you believe, you will do good in this life, including the hereafter. But if you don't believe, how can you? As I was telling the youth yesterday, how can you build a family if it's not starting that family, if it's not the beginning of that family for the sake of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala and united on knowing Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, that Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala wants you to build a family, and Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala wants you to have kids, and Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala wants you to raise your kids, and Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala wants you to have a lot of kids. And this is what Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala wants. If you don't have that objective in your life, kids will be a problem to you. And every little problem you want to divorce. You don't have far objective. You're not working for the sake of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. So these ayat will put you in your perspective that if you have dealing with someone and he transgressed against you, you have the choice to get you right. But Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala wants you to elevate yourself higher than people, higher than I want my right. He wants you to give a lesson to that person who attacked you, that your objective is a lot more purer than his and much better, higher than his. You're doing what you're doing to be victorious for yourself. I'm doing what I'm doing to be victorious before Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. And what a difference. What a difference. So Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala said, جَزَاءُ سَيِّئَةٍ سَيِّئَةٌ مِثْلُهَا. He slaps you, you have the right to slap him back. If you want to get to that level, go ahead. But there is a higher level and a better level for you to just let him know that you're not like that. Al-Hasan al-Basri, rahimahullah, one person was transgressing against another person, and the other person was controlling himself in his anger, and he was sweating and wiping his sweat. And after the other person stopped, he got up and he said, وَلَمَنْ صَبَرَ وَغَفَرَ إِنَّ ذَلِكَ لَمِنْ عَزْمِ الْأُمُورِ فقال الحسن البصري عقل ورب الكعبة. He stood up and he recited the ayah that the one who is patient and forgives, this is the best of the choices that you can get. Hassan al-Basri said he understood the ayah of Allah. Because some people, now he did not keep the ayah to himself. No, he said it so the other person knows that I can get you back and I can deal with you the way you dealt with me, and I am able to do that, but I'm not doing it because of this. You see, when you deal with Allah Subhanah wa Ta'ala and when you are sincere, everything becomes so tiny for you. It's not a big deal. It's like, I did something wrong against him. I come in and say, brother, forgive me. I'm sorry. I don't mean it. It's not like, oh, I'm going to degrade myself. Oh, I'm humiliating myself. Oh, who is he to go? No, it becomes so routine. It's like natural. Hey, I did wrong. So I just go and say, I'm sorry. It's not a big deal. But when the person builds himself and all he cares is for his ego and for reputation and all of that, you'll find him so arrogant. No, even some of them, they know they are wrong and they know they have to apologize, but they don't do it. Arrogance made Shaitan permanently in hellfire, the leader of everyone in hellfire, because he's arrogant. Why should I bow to Adam? Alayhi salam. I'm better than him. أنا خير منه خلقتني من نار وخلقته. His own imagination made him think fire is better than soil or mud. How did you decide that? This is like Allah Subhanah wa Ta'ala says the woman wears hijab and the man doesn't wear hijab. Then you come with your own mind, you say, or a woman comes and goes, no, I'm not going to wear hijab. How come he's not wearing hijab? Who's the one who told you to wear the hijab? And who's the one who commanded you to bow? Is it Adam? Did Adam tell Shaitan, bow for me? No. It's your creator. It's Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. So how can you come with your mind and you say, I am better than him? Or your material is better than his? How? Based on what? If the one who created both of you commanding you to do something, it's besides the point. Even if you're better than him, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala told you bow. So, وَلَمَنْ صَبَرَ وَغَفَرَ إِنَّ ذَلِكَ لَمِنْ عَزْمِ الْأُمُورِ. My main point here is a lot of people think what a loss when they forgive. They don't pay attention to what are they doing. Okay, he slaps me, I slap him back. What's next? What did I get? Now I'm richer? Now I have a house built? Now I'm going to get a check in the mail? What? What did I get? I just satisfied my anger. That's all I did. But when I forgive, I satisfied who? Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Wow. Satisfy anger, satisfy Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Tayyib. What is my anger going to do to me? Nothing. He's not going to reward me. I just satisfied it. That's fine. Life goes on. What does Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala going to do me when I satisfy him? His reward. Look at the major difference. So when you come and you tell a person, well, like Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala said it, فَأَجْرُهُ عَلَى اللَّهِ. Allah will take care of you. Allah will pay you. Allah will reward you Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Faith. وَكُمْ وَاللَّهِ, if you study the pillars of Iman 24/7 to know Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, it's not enough. It's not enough because everything in our religion based on faith. If you don't understand the promise of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, you're a loser from A to Z. You cannot function in life right. Allah Subhanah wa Ta'ala said, leave him alone, I'll take care of you. No. I want to take care of him. Allah, you have nothing to do with this. Isn't that what you're doing? You're saying? Allah Subhanah wa Ta'ala said you have choice A and choice B. I'm telling you choice B is better for you because I'll take care of you. Say, no. I'd rather have choice A. Because who knows if you're going to really take care of me. I want to satisfy my friend. He's called what? Anger. I want to satisfy that anger. That's why Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam شو قال؟ قال ليس الشديد بالسرعة إنما الشديد الذي يملك نفسه عند الغضب. The strong man is not the man who can throw a punch back. It's the one who can control his punch and not throw it. Because brain versus anger. Who's supposed to be in charge? Who is the charge? Who is in charge? You're intelligent, you're smart, you brain, you think of the consequences. The consequences of getting my right back is not as good as the consequences of forgiving. So why would I take this choice? I'm not saying that if you take your right, you're sinful. No, I'm saying, what are you planning for? Why can't you go the best or do the best? Why can't you believe in the promise of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala? So many of us think automatically, if I forgive the person, I'm getting nothing. This is how we look at it. It's like you got nothing. You got the pleasure of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. You got the ajr of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. You got the good feeling that you did something. You won against yourself to please the one who created you and yourself. وَلَمَنْ صَبَرَ وَغَفَرَ. Look at the ending. إِنَّ ذَلِكَ لَمِنْ عَزْمِ الْأُمُورِ. يعني في عزائم وفي رخص. هذا من عزائم الأمور للي نفوسهم عالية وإيمانهم عالي واتصالهم بالله سبحانه وتعالى قوي والهدف عندهم عالي. الجنة، رضا الله، الفردوس، النظر إلى وجه الله الكريم، صحبة الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم. All of these aspects of the person who aspires high with his thinking and planning and all that, it's not for everyone. So Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala said, you have permission and you have things that I want you to do and be firm on. This one from the things that you should be firm and take, not go with the permission because your objective is high. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله.